Again, another game. Boy, I tell you, man. Y'all better watch out, man. Y'all better watch out. The Philadelphia 76ers win another one. Put up another over 120 points against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Listen, Cleveland, I respect them. They tough, man. They some young bulls, some young lions. I like Darius Garland a lot. I like Mobley a whole lot. It's my type of power forward. Do it on the inside, play defense, grab rebounds. That young man is a promising future. Jefferson, the young boy that they got from the Brooklyn Nets. I like his game. He was always tough, man. He was always tough. Allen, not Jared. Jared Allen. Allen, okay. Not Jefferson. Allen, my bad, y'all. He comes through tough. Nice little team to build. Will LeBron James join them? That's the thing. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. But right now, the story of the night is the fourth win in a row for them Sixers. And they do it in different ways, man. It's not always that it has to be about James Harden doing everything or Joel Embiid doing everything, This time it was Maxey. That's on the offensive end. The defense, I must be honest, tonight leaves a little bit more to be, to be desired. Actually, a lot more to be desired based on their performances tonight and even against the Knicks. But I'm gonna tell you what, though. I know why that's happening. It's happening due to lack of chemistry and lack of practicing together as a team. And listen to what I'm saying here. This Sixers team has only been together for 2 weeks. And the 2 weeks get hectic and so on. Do you understand that the first two games against Minnesota and the first game against the Knicks, the team had practiced one time, and off of that one practice, he put up 133 and only gave up about 105, 108, something like that. They went off and actually had a good defensive performance. Some of it could have had something to do with the fact that Minnesota played twice. But the point is, since that game, maybe they had 2-3 practices, really. And they were running like 2 or 3 plays. This is not a sophisticated offense right now. But despite that, they still putting up over 120. They got problems, but these boys got good problems. Now on defense, it's less about having the personnel to carry out good defense. Joel Embiid is an all-league defender. Tobias Harris, despite what many of you think, is actually a very effective defensive player. Last year, he had a rating of 106.3. For those who are into advanced stats and defense. I'm not a big analytics guy generally, but when it comes to defense, I do respect the defensive rating, the way they calculate it. What happens when you're on the floor per possession, right? How well you play as a unit when that player is out there, and that's very important. That's very important because basketball is a 5-on-5 sport, not a 1-on-5 sport. So playing, defense is on the ball, off the ball, and also team defense. All those things are very important. And Tobias Harris ranks in the top half of the NBA in defense. And that's really what I want him doing. Out there playing defense and focusing in on those things. I know a lot of y'all frustrated by his scoring. It frustrates me at certain times in the offense where we got a nice little flow going. We on a run, and Maxey didn't drop the 3, and Embiid didn't drop one, Harden dropped one, then he passes it to Tobias. Tobias go missing. I get it. But what I'm also looking at overall is how effective Tobias Harris is against Darius Garland. Watch that first game. when the Sixers beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Watch that first game. The key to that game was Tobias Harris's defense on Darius Garland. For some reason, he's very effective against him. Matisse Thybulle, I understand he's the main guy you want to put on him. There's times you want to put Maxey on him. And sometimes Maxey is the good option because Maxey is excellent at denying the ball. Denying the ball. That's the thing that Maxey helped. We looked at the end of that game. Mobley ended up going into a bad possession because Tyrese Maxey had denied Darius Garland the ball in the closing moments there. Very important, very smart. And I know that came from Dave Yeager or Sam Cassell. I know it did. You know, that's the advantage too that the Sixers have over a lot of these teams, man, is that coaching staff. All of y'all jokers who talk shit about Doc Rivers. I'm trying to tell you, man, y'all need to shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about. Now, I'm not saying Doc Rivers is the greatest coach of all time. I'm not even going to debate you if you think he didn't deserve to be in that dumbass top 10, 15 thing and all of that. I don't even really care about that. What I'm saying to you is Doc Rivers has been on a lot of teams, and in particular great defensive teams. He's seen a lot of stuff, seen every coverage and everything. And not only is he the one there making the decisions, but you also have the influence of great men in his mind, like a Sam Cassell. You also have the defensive specialties of a man like a Dave Yeager that's also in his ear. So what happens is, as you notice, when the Sixers struggle in the beginning because they may not be prepared for defensively for a team. Like, I believe this team has worked so much on their offense and whether or not Embiid and Harden had the pick and rolls down and everything like that, that they've neglected the defensive part. And it's not due to thinking defense is not important. It's a matter of not having the practice time. Do you understand? This team may have not even had 5 practices by now as a unit altogether out there. You got to think about that. Eventually, the defense will tighten up because not only are they bringing in DeAndre Jordan, who's going to help with a lot of the pick and roll problems, but also they have a good almost 20 games left to go to get it right. So they have a lot of practicing and a lot of time to focus on defense. But right now, they're able to just play a first half, even if they end up being down, and they're able to go to the masterminds that are there, along with the James Harden, the IQ. Just think about the IQ in the room. You got a Doc Rivers. Fuck what you say about him, what you think. He has one of the highest IQs. Sam Cassell, Dave Yeager. Then you got James Harden. Then you got Embiid. All right? These are some basketball minds. What they do is just simply adjust. They see what Cleveland was doing, what New York was doing, what Minnesota was doing. In the first half, they just adjust and come out in the second half with a plan to whip ass, and that's what they've been doing. That's what they've been doing, man. And that's damn impressive. That's damn impressive. Tyrese Maxey. I haven't sat around. I haven't really done a lot of talking about young Mad Max. I haven't. But listen to me, man. Listen to me. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. On NBA 2K, Tyrese Maxey needs to be a 90. Let me say that again. On NBA 2K, for the gamers out there, Tyrese Maxey, that boy, Mad Max, who plays for the 76ers, he needs to be a 90. He's a 90. All right? The marked improvement that this kid has from the three-point line is damn near unlike anything I've ever seen. And I'm dead serious. The marksmanship that this man was able to develop in an offseason is unlike anything I've ever seen when it comes specifically to shooting the three-point shot. Unbelievable, man. They say that kid takes about 2,000 shots a day or 2,000 makes, one or the other. Yeah. It's one of the reasons James Harden wanted to come here, because he know the type of men he got in the room, type of workers you got in the room. Not no jokers, man, that's, worrying about, people who got laid off because they didn't get vaccines and letting that stop them from playing. And listen, I'm not giving you an opinion on the vaccine. I'm not saying I wouldn't do what Kyrie did because I didn't get no damn vaccine myself. I just didn't see the need. I just saw that there were other options and, stuff like that. I just didn't do it, whatever. All right. I don't know though, had I had millions on the line, maybe I would have done it. I don't know. So I'm not even judging Kyrie Irving on that. I'm just saying the mentality of a basketball player like James Harden, who's in the position he's in when he's 32 years old, 33 or whatever, and he is looking to try to win a title. He doesn't have one. He ain't got time for bullshit like Kyrie Irving. He ain't got time to make something like that an issue. He's focused on what he has to do. And that's win a title. And he saw that Brooklyn wasn't serious about that, man. They wasn't serious about that, man. In his mind. In his mind. Listen, shout out to the Sixers, man. Shout out to that coaching staff. Shout out to that monster Joel Embiid. Shout out to that point guard James Harden, man. And for real, shout out to that man Mad Max, man, who took it to the max tonight. I'm out.